Can you hear me now? Okay. All right. I think now you can hear me. So we'd like to. I'll give you the whole little spiel all over again. So we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Checks Live on Monday. Mondays we try to do demos. We've also got a few auctions and things to do today. It's a smoking hot sale. But I wanted to show you what we did this morning. So Roger's behind the camera. I'm Beth in front of the camera. And we own Fabric Chicks in Gardnerville, Nevada, by South Lake Tahoe, Carson City area. So welcome to watching us. This morning, we had a free Zoom on St. Nicholas's here. And so we did, this is the one I whipped up. I whipped him up in about literally probably like 10 minutes. This is the easiest St. Nick you're ever going to find. I threw him in here with a bunch of stuff just because, so you can kind of see different things going on in the shop. So this morning's Zoom, you could do any St. Nick or deer that you wanted. It was mainly to get you ideas and to get you going. We had two people who had signed, who joined us, who one had cut out the St. Nick and the other was thinking about getting it cut out. Some of them had the recycled Santas. So I went ahead because since I didn't have a sample for this one, and what I loved about this one is that it literally is leftover batting. So in the pattern, she says you can use upholstery fabrics, you can use Christmas fabrics, you can use batting. And so since I had leftover batting, that's what I used. Okay, let's see who we have on. Hey, Connie, I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Hi, Jane and Sue and Jenny and Mary and Cindy and Mo and Victor and Sandy and Karen McBrayer and Carolyn and Laura and Sandy and, oh my gosh, so many of you guys. Well, welcome everybody. So Becky, if you're still on, because you were on YouTube, let me know if that is a recent comment. Yes, we will be in the shop tomorrow, but I'm not sure what S138 is because we haven't even started selling stuff yet. So I'm just going to give you a quick tip on a couple of the things we did today. So with the St. Nick pattern, I like to take my patterns, and if I was doing this St. Nick here, I would just cut out the pattern pieces and use each pattern piece as a pattern. But for this piece, for this one, I traced the pattern onto freezer paper. So freezer paper, if you don't have that in your sewing studio, you need to go to like Walmart or Smith's or Rayleigh's or wherever and get a big box of freezer paper. I have never used freezer paper in my kitchen, but I go through quite a few boxes of it. Well, I've literally probably gone through 3 boxes of it in my lifetime, but I use it all the time. If you're appliquing, it has a shiny side that you can actually iron onto your applique and then do your hand applique around it. And then it just peels right off and you can reuse it numerous times. But in this case, I just traced my pattern. I wrote fold on the where you're going to cut on the fold. And then I did the little dotted lines for stitching and where to leave the face open. And so I just took my piece of batting here. Here's the fold. Here I put the pins for where I'm going to leave it open for the face so that you can see how it's just sewn right there. But it's literally a 5-minute St. Nicholas, and then you can decorate it any which way you want. I just sewed on some random gnome hair that I had left over. The pattern does come with the face, but that is a super simple face that you can do. So I'm just going to show you. If you guys have any questions, let me know on that. Okay, Jenny, we'll see you in 15 minutes. Hey, Terry, how are you? I heard that Lance was super bored when you were out of town. You're going to have to like get him some crossword puzzles or something. Okay, so this is the St. Nick. I'm just going to show you the patterns real quick. We have the twig deers. And so I wanted to kind of play and experiment with that. So I took some of the wool that we had. We remember we had these random wool. We used it for some St. Nick hair here for some beards. I took it and I felted it. So the twig deer pattern actually makes this cute little deer here. Super simple. It's another like 10-minute project. The hardest part of the deer is getting it three-dimensional, where you have to sew in a third piece of fabric right here. That's what we call a gusset. So you take your other two pieces, you sew the body around, and then you inset the gusset. So that's the hardest part of that pattern. I decided to try felting it. So he really looks like he should be out in the wilderness. All I did is I traced this pattern, but bigger. Traced this pattern, and then I took the paper, put it on top of my felting pad, and then I felted all of this crazy wool into it. So I've got my legs here. I'm going to glue the legs here, and I got some crazy antlers I found on my walk today. So that's how I'm going to make that little twig deer. So the pattern will work. You can decide what you want to do with it. So here is, in case you don't have it yet and you missed the fun and you want to join the next time we do it, because Victor said that we're going to start January 2nd with our Christmas projects for 2024. So I'm not sure what kind of plan he has, but I think it's going to be something that we do pretty frequently. So we have the twig deer, which you literally can get done in like 15, 20 minutes. S132 is the twig deer pattern. S132 is the twig deer pattern. S148 is for the St. Nicholas, which is the bigger one right here by Eleanor Peace Bailey. S148. And then, and the face that I have, the original one that Eleanor did way back in the day, you can see that it's embroidered and very primitive. That was before we knew about the markers and things. So now you can use markers. The St. Nicholas that I made today in 15 minutes is S149 for $10. $149 for $10. And then we've got the recycled Santa pattern, S129. And that's the pattern for all these little guys right here. So S129 is for the little guys. And I know I've shown you guys these quite a bit before, but just in case you didn't jump on the bandwagon then and you want to get it done before Christmas this year. And then if you want the kit, this has green wool in it. It has the eyeballs. It has everything you need to make this cute little St. Nick. So you've got the ribbon in there. Karen did everything she used to make it. She put in your little kit. So S126 includes the pattern and all of the fabrics. And then just because we like to overwhelm you, I found the Naughty Elves. So these are Sally Lampy's cute little Naughty Elves. One year I made these for everybody. They sew together super, super quick. They're very beginner. All levels are going to have fun with these. And those are in the pattern book with the Tumbling Angel. So if you want to make an ornament to give to everybody you know, the Tumbling Angel is a good one. And these cute little guys are in there too. So there's 22 different patterns. You've got the cowboy, which I couldn't find him before I came in. Fertile Myrtle. You've got all kinds, 22 different patterns. So that is, in case you want to just jump right into doll making, Donna Taylor, S131 is $15 for the 22 patterns. And then S10, if you need some white wool for your St. Nick's, S10 is $4. And if you want the crazy wool that we used in the deer or in the St. Nick here for his beard, S06 is $6. If you're going to use this for felting and you don't want the rough and wild look, I suggest you get the brushes that Doris talked about a couple of weeks ago so that you can card it yourself. Okay, let me see what kinds of comments we have. I have nobody here writing down, so I'm going to have to go home and write everybody's numbers down. Okay, I think that all the questions are answered. This little, another idea, you know, I'm always trying to get you guys to use up your scraps so that you don't drown, or like Eleanor would say, suffer from creative constipation with all your scraps. So this is a super cute bucket that I just took my scraps and decoupaged onto it. So it was a bucket like this. And if you want a bucket, they're $1 a piece. We have black and we have orange. And you just literally put your fabric on it, use your Mod Podge and decoupage it. Orange you could do for Halloween, black you could do for anything. But that's what created this. So it uses up a lot of scraps, like a whole handful. Okay, that is that. Anybody have any questions? Where did you get that shirt? Mary Lou, I believe Mary Beatty got it for me. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it was Mary Beatty got it for me. Okay, I'm gonna block Roger. Oh, here, let me tell you, if you are, if you need to be signed up for the felting, free felting Zoom next Monday from 11:30 to 12:30. I whipped this up. It's a cute little candlestick holder. This was from the Advent calendar, the Advent bag that we got. But if you're doing the free felting Zoom, make sure that you have a kit. If you're not really sure you want to do felting and you don't want to start a new hobby and you don't want to invest a lot of money, the kits that we've had on the sales are super perfect to get because they literally have everything that you need. So your needles, your felt, you've got some felt there for the leaves, you've got some wool, you've got a pad, everything you might not love that styrofoam pad, but it's a great beginner one before you invest in something else. So everything you need to do, you can get in these kits. And then we have a free Zoom on Monday from 11:30 to 12:30 so that you can ask any questions. And kind of the free Zooms on Mondays are kind of just to get you jump started and actually doing things. You know, I love for you to buy things, but I also love to see you guys actually making things. So we do have Victor's Luminous. So I got to move everything out of my way. So we have a couple of classes that are coming up. We have Luminous, the table tree topper, and that is S134. If you haven't gotten it yet, you're like the only person on the planet because everybody, I don't know how many times I have reordered this. Hey, Raylene, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving. So this is the Luminous pattern. It's kind of gone viral for us. I do have some fabrics coming in that I think are going to be really more wintry or even maybe all year long in case you have a circle table that you want to put it on. But it hasn't come in, so don't quote me on that yet. So if you need to still sign up for the class is November 28th and December 5th. So the Tuesday after Thanksgiving and then the following Tuesday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And that's $40, and you'll need the pattern plus whatever supplies that it calls for. And just so you know, it's super easy, super fast. It is all fused, so you're not piecing anything. And then we have December 8th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We have the Christmas, there goes my pattern, the nativity scene. So I have not made the sample yet, but I will very soon in my spare time. I actually am not going to make it in the blue. I'm going to make it in barnwood because, well, he wasn't born in a royal house. It should be a barn. You know me, I like to do realistic. So if you want to sign up for that, the book is S137 for $24. The class is S138 for $30. And that in the book, it has a cute teapot, but it has a lot of little fairy creatures, Here's a little refrigerator, all kinds of fun little things. So we will not tell anybody, but we're going to play with dolls and, you know, our inner child here. Just all kinds of fun, three-dimensional. I love the toilet, and a dresser. So you can make a kind of a little fairy world if you want. Sometimes you just need a break from making quilts. So this is kind of a fun little mushroom, all kinds of fun things. Really, the only thing you're going to need is a bunch of embellishments and heavyweight interfacing or Temtex. Okay, what else do we have? And then join me. I'm not sure what Monday, but we'll be interviewing Heidi Emmett again, and she's going to be in January. She's got 3 different classes. So the terrific tabard vest, the quilted vest, the Rafiki skirt, and one other. Oh, I think the taking a purse and reconstructing it. And if you guys were on the one class doing the necklace and the hair thingy, she at the end told us about how you can go get purses at the thrift store or whatnot, and then put little fabric embellishments on them. She actually got the idea because she was in a really fancy store, and one of the big name brands had done it with a K facet fabric. So so it's really kind of a fun event. Hey Fran, how are you? Uh-oh, the big angel's boobs, arms look like boobs at first glance. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Okay, let's see. I had a Naughty Elf as an exchange gift for a retreat she attended. It's super easy. The Naughty Elves are super, super easy. I made those years ago. Okay, what else do we have? February, we have a mini retreat scheduled. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday again. Those that does fill up quick. So if you're planning on coming to the mini retreat, you need to get signed up right away, February 8th through the 12th. And if it is bad weather, then we'll just move it forward. And then don't forget that we have the Tahoe 5-day retreat, May 5th through the 10th. So if your husband is looking to get you something for Christmas, you might want to ask him for the retreat. And then I think that's it for that. Okay, so today we have something a little bit different. I was going to do zippers, but in the pattern, it literally, good thing that I'm doing this before you guys start cutting it up. So in the directions, she does not talk about lining it. So I went to sew my zipper on, and I decided that I think even though it's a decorator weight for the bag, I think it needs a lining and some batting. So I'm going to do that, not today, because her directions kind of were not the best. It looked like it was going to be super quick, but then I think I'll be sorry. So I would rather wait till next Monday and get it lined. And next Monday, Victor's going to have a heart star demo also. But what I do want to show you, which I thought was kind of neat. Well, one, the pattern here says cut on the dotted line. And if you watch Lori Holt's tutorial, it says to cut a 1/4 inch past the dotted line. So I'm going to make all the mistakes first, so then I can show you the right way to do it. But what I did think was neat was that she did each of these zippers here. So this is where you cut. The panel makes one bag, and this is where you cut to put your zipper in. But each zipper is color coordinated. So here you're going to use the mustard one. On this one, you're going to use the blue one. But in reality, they all go together. So you could use whichever one your heart desires. So that will be our tutorial for next week. It should have gone together super easy, but her directions, when I decided to watch the tutorial so I would be like really educated when I showed it to you guys. and her tutorial was an hour and 19 minutes. So I did watch the whole thing, but I'm going to figure out how to condense it so that I don't bore you. So that will be next week. Oh, here, I do have, I have this leftover batting, the bamboo batting. And so I put everybody's name in the jar who was at the doll class this morning. And so let me draw somebody's name. And remember, if you ever get something you don't want, you don't have to have it. You can totally just say you don't want it. But in case you want to do the Santas out of the batting, and you need a perfect piece of bamboo batting, I have Sandy Cohen, and I know she's on because I heard her make a comment. Will you send me a panel for the bags, please, plus zippers? Yes, ma'am, Connie. Yes, I did sign you up for the mini retreat. Okay, Sandy, let me know if you don't want that. I do want to show you, though, this is the tab for the little bags that we're making. I know I'm going to show you everything in steps. She had on her demo, she put it with a safety pin and turned it inside out. You know how you used to do it in the olden days with a safety pin. But I watched her kind of struggling with it. And so I went and got my quick little turning tool. And if the bottom is sewn, it's super easy. This bottom, however, is not sewn. So you need to just hold it a little bit like this, okay? And then you're going to put your stick in here, which comes with the turning tool. And look at how fast. So if you're making purse handles, if you're turning doll legs, anything you're doing where you have to turn your fabric inside out, the quick turn is a super easy tool. So if you need that, S133 is $14. Okay, Sandy says she doesn't need the batting. Okay, I have Carolyn Gavranich. So S133 is for the turn tool. It has 3 different sizes. So if you've got something wide, you can use the bigger one. If you've got little doll fingers, you can use the little one. But you want me to show you one more time how to do that? Because people always call me and want to know how come their fabric won't fit in the tube because they're trying to shove this into the tube. That is not how it works, okay? You're not shoving it into the tube. You're going to hold it like this, and you're going to work your fabric over your stick. See that? Nothing was shoved into the tube. I get that call probably once a month. Somebody calls me and says, I can't get it to turn. It won't fit in the tube because you're not supposed to. You are literally putting it like this and just working it over the stick. See how quick that is? So if you need a quick turn, it is S133 for $14. S133 for $14. And Carolyn, I'm going to put your name on here for the free batting. And then we do have, I'm going to put your name back in there, and then I've got other names from last week. We have 2 of the books. So I have How Many Angels Can Dance, and I have the Put-Ons book as giveaways. So if you need the, let me write that down, Evelyn, because I won't see YouTube later. Evelyn is S133. Turn it all. Okay, perfect. Okay, so whoa, somebody tried to cheat there. Okay, so I have for the How Many Angels Can Dance, we have Kathleen Rader. Are you still here? Kathleen Rader for the How Many Angels Can Dance. And the Put-Ons, I have Ann Lindenmeyer. Are you here? Ann Lindenmeyer. Okay, let's see if those 2 are here. And then, the rest of the day, we're going to do kind of a smoking hot sale. And that is a disclaimer because we got about, 14 bags full of fabric. And Donna Taylor and Mary Mins came in, or Mary Beatty came in and separated it for us. But then, like, that many more bags came in. The lady donated them for soldier quilts, but a lot of them are florals. And so what we're going to do is we're going to auction all those bags off today. And then we'll take all the proceeds from that and we'll use it to put towards buying new fabric for soldier quilts. So let me see. Anne, I don't see Anne or, oh, they're going to be so sad when they watch this on reruns. I don't see Anne or Kathleen. Okay, we're going to find two new ones. Uh-oh. I have Joanne Garbarini and Connie Kaufman. Are you guys here? Joanne Garbarini and Connie Kaufman. So some of the bags are scraps. The littler pieces, I would put them into my sink with some Dawn. Rotate it with my fingers and let it air dry and then iron them for scraps. The other bigger pieces, I would throw in my washer and wash them because it does have a faint odor of smoke. The Mary and Donna said it didn't bug them, but I can smell it. So I would throw it in the washer and wash it. But it's going to be very, very good prices for you guys. Oh my gosh. Connie doesn't want to make dolls. Sometimes it's so hard to give stuff away to you girls. Like, it's like I should give away like sewing machines or something. But if I were going to give away sewing machines, you would have to share with all your friends so that we could grow our population. Okay, I've got Jody Hanson and Becky Pugh. Jody Hanson and Becky. Okay, I got it. Jane, I have an angry face. I probably said something. Okay, so here is, the first auction is all African fabrics, S147, starting at $15. This one is a little bit pricier, only because it's such a great collection. Me and Donna both kind of thought about keeping it ourselves. So these are all African prints. There's a little walker. This one with the baobab tree is several yards. You've got some rhinoceroses, which you never see rhinoceroses in fabric, some tigers, and then some go with it fabrics. So S147 is $15. S147, oh, that's okay, Jane. I know I'm always hitting the wrong button. Okay, Becky, you have the put-ons book. And let me try to put it somewhere so I don't forget. And are you coming tomorrow, Becky? S147 is $15. And then Jody, I haven't seen Jody. Okay, let me pick somebody else. I have Brenda Yagi. Are you here, Brenda? Okay, S147 is starting at $15. I would say it's probably close to 7 yards of fabric. 6 or 7 yards of fabric. S147, it's kind of some vintage fabrics there. S147 is starting at $7 or at $15. S145 is for this collection of blues. This one is quite a bit of yardage. I would say probably like 3 yards. Then just some good blues. S145 is $3. Some solids. S145 is starting at $3. Okay, Brenda. Goodness, sometimes you just can't give stuff away. Okay, 145 is at $3. This one piece is probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 yards. Okay, Brenda says no, thank you. Okay, Stephanie, are you here? She'll like it. She was in the doll class this morning. All right, Stephanie, let me know if you're here. Okay, S145, and we're going to go pretty quick because we have a bunch of these. 147 is at $20. 145 is at $3. And then remember, all the proceeds from this are going to go to our soldier quilt program. So S145 is at $5. S147 is at $20. S147 is at $20. And then I'm going to bring in another collection. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, here's a purple one. S143. I don't even know how many yards this is, but this is several yards. I have this up in my stash upstairs. So this is kind of our purpley colorway. Some of them are like half yards. Some are quarter yard. Oh, well, I would say most of them are, gosh, I don't know. I would say it's a lot. Here's some pretty butterflies with gold S143. This is over a yard. So I would say most of the pieces are over a yard. Gosh, I have that in my stash. A lot of this probably is upstairs in my tubs. S143 is starting at $10. S145 is at $5. Victor and Becky, you're both at $5. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, Becky. S147 is at $25. S143 is at $12. Okay, I'm going to close up 147. Get your last bids in. Get your last bids in for the African fabrics. Right now it's at $25. Going. 143, Phyllis, how much do you want to pay for that? 143 is at $15. And remember that it is a smoking hot sale. You're going to want to throw it all in the washer, or the smaller pieces, just throw them in your sink with some Dawn. S147 is at $27. S147 is at $27. 143 is at $20. 145 is at $7. Okay, get your final bids in. The most you want to pay, and remember, it's going to a good cause. I wish it was going to my shoe fund, but it's not. S145. So if any of you locals want to donate your fabrics that you're not using, let me know. And if any of you want to work on those soldier quilts that we do, we've given out almost 700 quilts in the 18 years that we've been in business. We do have kits that are put together that we can ship to you, or you can we can send you the pattern and you can use fabric out of your stash. S147 is $27. Going once, going twice. S147 is at $27. Going. Mel for 27. Okay. And then 143 and 145. 145, the last I saw was $7. 145 is $7 to Victor. Victor, $7. 143 is at $20 between Phyllis and Mary Miss. Oh my gosh, they're roommates. Duke it out, girls. Duke it out. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside so we can do some others. 143. What are we at, Roger? Phyllis and 24. Okay, come on, girls. Let's duke that out. 140.
25.
Okay. While you're duking that out, I'm going to bring another one. This fabric the green one is like a heavier canvas, but it almost would be great to do like a collaged animal. Season, your mom might need this one for if she's doing the bison. It might be a good one for the background of a bison. But it is a heavier weight canvas. And then S140 is starting at $3. I mean, you've got several yards of these. They'd make good tote bags. This one is kind of a heavier canvas also. S140 starting at $3. 140 is at $7. 143. You girls are gonna go up $1 at a time. You're killing me there, girls. Okay, 143. You keep going. 143 is at $25. 140 is at $7. And then 141 is cute little bitsy fabrics. I almost put this one into the bison only because I love that, how dainty it is. But you can see that it's quite a bit of yardage. It's like 2 yards of fabric. So 2 yards of fabric just in this one piece. And then it has, this one I thought was cute. It's kind of like the old vintage fabrics here with the little printed, kind of reminds me of Little House on the Prairie. S141 is at $3. And then it comes with those two. S141 is at $3. Gosh, 143 is at $29. You girls are crazy. Phyllis, you want to go higher than $29? 141 is at $5. 140 is the greens at $7. Okay, let me find my pen. I lost my pen. Okay, I'll find a new pen. Okay, 141, the cute Little House on the Prairie fabrics, is at $5. And then 140 is the greens at $7 to Victor. $7 to Victor. Victor, $7. Okay, let's see. 143 has Phyllis chimed in.
$30.
143 is at $30. 141 is at $8. Gosh, those girls are getting competitive. Okay, here's another great deal. 144 is at $5. It has, remember when we, there was a book called Little Quilts by Debbie Mum. Most of you got that book, I'm sure, if you've been quilting for any amount of time. This has cute little hearts in it. These are big pieces. I would say probably more than a yard. I mean, this one alone is 1, 2. So you've got 2 yards of this piece, and then you've got another piece. And then let's see what else is in this grab bag. Some more cute little dainty prints. These are almost like what my mom would have made curtains out of. But look, it's got a little bit of like, well, I guess it's just shading. And then we've got some peacocks with some gold metallic. Oh my gosh, some of these are really pretty. Here's the rest of this. S144 starting at $5. 144. That purple one is like gold. 143 is $32. Okay, 143 is at $32. Phyllis and Mary, you girls are ridiculous. Maybe it's this leaf. This is like vintage. You can't find it anywhere ever again. Butterflies, gold metallics, all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, $32. Still a steal. Still a steal. Okay, 141. Let's close these up so that we can bring on more. We got tons more. Okay, so just so you know, these do come from a smoker's home. So you're going to want to throw them in the washer, wash them. I have some scrap bags, you're going to want to just throw those in the sink with some Dawn. Just, the girls who sorted it said they didn't really smell it, but I can smell it. So, and all the proceeds are going to, for us to buy soldier quilts, because she wanted to donate this for soldier quilts, but it's not the right colors. Okay, Mary Mins. Okay, Mary Mins, you are the winner at $32, Mary Mins. Okay, and then let me clear this away. S144 and 141. 141 is going to Victor for $10. Sandy, I have no idea if you want it or not. I think it went for $27 to Mel. Okay, 144. What is that at? 144 is Sandy is at $10. 140. Oh my God, this is so confusing. 144. Did I do something? If I did something wrong, let me know. Okay, Sandy, we'll see you later. Okay, 144 is at $10. 144 is at $10. You've got at least 3 yards of this cute little cheater print. And then a bunch of other fun stuff. S144 is at $10. 144. I don't know. I might have messed something up there. I don't know. Okay, let me know if I messed something up or if I skipped somebody. Here's another purple one, S138. S138. It's got a beautiful kind of sagey green background with butterflies, very soft. S138 is starting at $5. You've got some weeds here, some fun purpley weeds. It's kind of fun to go through here and see all the fabrics that I had in my stash upstairs. Here is a gorgeous piece. It almost looks hand dyed. It's a yard of it. It's got a lot of texture and movement. Some solids, which are all the rage right now, and then some mottled fabrics. So S138, the purples is at $5. 138, the purples are at $5. Yes, I could take out the Debbie Munn fabrics and resell them. Okay, Sandy, you are the winner at, let me see, what, let's see, 144 is $10 to Sandy. 10. Okay, Sandy, you're the winner of this one. Okay, and then 138. 138 is at, oh, it's so hard to keep track of this. 138 is at,
they're all at $10.
Okay.
Mary Mann's, Phyllis.
Okay, it's at $10.
Sandy Cox.
Okay, here is a green one, S139 at $3. S139 at $3. There's quite a bit of this green. I would say probably 3, maybe 4 yards. And then a fun texture, and S139 is at $3. S139 is at $3. S138 is at $15. And Here is a fun fall one. S1481. Some gorgeous leaves. This one here is probably 2 yards at least. Oh my gosh, I wish I'd seen this mushroom one. I would have stolen it for my sister, wrapped it up for her birthday. Here is some mushrooms and pine cones, and then some more leaves. S1481 is starting at $5. 138 is at 17. 138, the purples are at 17. 139 is at 5. And 1481 is at nothing. Okay, Mel's at $5 for the leaves. 138 is at $20. 1581 is at $5. That's like a 1481.
Yes.
Oh no, she just typed in 5. It was a typo. 1481 is at $6. 1481 is at $6.
Mel has it the same.
Huh?
Mel has 1581 as well.
She's the only one that has it.
Okay. Because I'm looking at it.
Yeah. It was just a typo.
Oh.
1481 is at $8. Is at $10. 1481 is at $10 to Becky on YouTube. You girls can't see it, but Becky is at $10. Mel's at $10 for the leaves. 139 is the greens. 139 is at $5 to Mel Glispie. Mel Glispie, you guys can quilt for the rest of your lives. $5. Okay. And just so you know, her sister brought in literally like 8 more bags. So Donna and Mary Mins, I'm going to need you girls to come do your amazing sorting. 138. Sandy at $20. So if you want to outbid, Sandy's at $20 for 138. 1481 is at $12 for the leaves. And then I have a cute little green collection here. S136 at $3. S136. You can't even buy a fat quarter today for that price. Oh, this was from that monkey collection. That's pretty new. Okay, S136. It's kind of limes and olivey greens. Mary Men's, anytime you have extra time, I can pull bags out and you can, Evelyn, you can stay on Facebook. I just have to write it down, make sure that I say, hey, I'm writing it down. But you can comment. If you're on Facebook, you come across live. It's just once I close this out, I can never find the YouTube comments. But right now, I totally can see them. So I can add you in 135. I think Evelyn said 136 for $5. 136 is at $6 right now. So the limeys, 136 is at $6. 1481 for the leaves, I think, are at $12. 1481 is at $12 for the leaves and the mushrooms. That is like 2 yards of mushrooms right there. 138. 138 is at $20 to Sandy Stewart. I know. Keeping quilting affordable. Well, now I'll be able to buy some wide backs because I was having to have the ladies piece my backings for the soldier quilts. Okay, 136 and 1481. Oh, this one's a huge one. I must have got tired of sorting it because here I've got cute little brown hearts. You have to, Roger's like over this. Okay, look at this. We have collection after collection here. S146 is starting at $10. Hang on though. I must have really gotten tired. It's like giving birth here. Okay, so we've got S146 is all these cute little browns, some pinks, some lavender. It's a little bit of everything. This is like the first one I've seen that's faded. So you might not want to use that. Or use it for like a lining of a pincushion or something. Here's some more lavenders. Here's some Valentine's Day. And then this kind of reminds me like of the 1980s stuff that you decorated with. So S146 is starting at $10 for that whole kit and caboodle. S146 is at $20. S146 is at $20. And hey, Carol, how are you? Okay, I'm going to close up 136. So if you want to go any higher, do it now. 136, it looks to me like 136 is Evelyn for $12. Evelyn for $12. And 1481 is going, it's the leaves and the mushrooms. Leaves and mushrooms. 1481. 1481. Gosh, 1481, I think is going to Mel for $12. That's like the steal of the day. Mel for $12. Okay, 146 is that big kitten caboodle, the big auction. I've got another one that's big too. I must have just wanted to get rid of everything. Okay. Oh, Roger's going to cut us off in a minute. Okay, let's see here. Oh, here's a Christmas one. S1421 is $5. You've got some littler pieces, some scraps. Here's some cute little doves. So we put anything scraps. Here's something pieced. This looks like binding or something. These are kind of like fat quarters. You could totally make Anne's ornaments out of these. So it's a little bit more scrappy. Here's some yo-yos, circles already cut. It's literally a bag of Christmassy scraps. So you could take the scrappy tape and make all kinds of things, but it is definitely littler pieces. Here's like a cute little bear. And then there's more pieces of the bear in here, but very scrappy. S1421. This would be, I don't know what this was for, maybe for coasters or something, but I'd make a yo-yo out of it. S1421 is starting at $5. 146. 146 is at $25. 146 is at $25, it looks like. And then 1421 is for the Christmas scraps. 1421 is for the Christmas scraps. I'm going to close this up. If you want to bid on 146, 146. If you want to bid, get that in now. Otherwise, 146. Phyllis's husband, Bill, is going to love that he's got to go buy more plastic containers for her. 146 is going to Phyllis Holmes for $25. Do you have the extra large yo-yo? I have no idea if I have it. We should have it. I try to keep all the yo-yos in stock. But at this point, my inventory system is only as good as my head can remember. which is not as good as it once was. Okay, the scraps are at 1421 is at $6 for the Christmas scraps. I've been trying to find different ideas for you guys. I saw the cutest little, like you sew your scraps on the scrappy tape, and then you use like a little bird cutout to make cute little ornaments. So that's on my list to do for a demo one of these days. Okay, 1421 Christmas scraps is at $6. Here's another big one. 142 is starting at $15. 142 is starting at $15. We've got some pretty little, it's definitely Christmas because there's some holly leaves and berries, but it's a metallic. I would say probably maybe like, oh, it's 2 pieces. So like maybe 2 fat quarters. And then you've got quite a big piece of this blendery, some good little diddy dots, some metallics here. Here's a great one, mushrooms and pears. Whoa, whole shop's falling down behind me. That one's a gorgeous one. Some leaves and some marbly. Look at the texture in that. That would be good for landscapey stuff. This one is like a home deck weight. Then we've got some abstract trees there, very artsy. Some leaves that are kind of look like they're waxed on. Here's a Christmas piece. This is probably, it's at least a yard, so it'd be good for borders or 1 yard quilts if you're doing a Christmas quilt. Here's some more leaves. This is probably 3 yards. That'd be a good background to applique a collage on. Some more leaves, probably a couple yards. 1 yard of a really pretty corally fabric. Here you've got the thimbleberries, the green version and the red version from thimbleberries. Gosh, that takes me back so far. And then we've got some red birds here, cardinals, some good little blenders, some more. This would be like a good bag, grocery bag. This almost Sandy Gervais's pumpkins, and then some rocks. S142 is $15. 142 is $15. 142 is $22. Okay, 146. That one's gone. 1421 is what I'm looking for. 1421.
$6.
To who?
June Sterling.
June Sterling for $6. June Sterling for $6. Okay. And if you guys ever need your packages shipped out right away, make sure you just put it in the comments. Otherwise, I kind of just hold on to them until it's worth the postage to send it.
Wow.
What?
Peggy Cato's on the Queen Mary bar, drinking beer and eating pretzels.
Oh, Peggy, we don't even want to know. Although I know you've
All I want to
invited
do is
us.
go watch a football game.
I know you've invited us, but Roger does not want to go on a cruise. I might have to just join you.
Who said that?
You did. You said you didn't want to be locked up there because the pirates are attacking.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we could go. Peggy goes about 3 times a year. Uh-oh, Roger wants to make sure this fell out of your bag. He wants to make sure I get it in your Christmas bag, June. Nothing left behind. Here's another piece, too. Okay. June's is all tucked away. 142 is at... Oh, Stephanie, just rewatch the beginning because the end, the auction, everything's gone. Okay, let's see. 142 is at $25. Phyllis, that is like a steal. It literally is probably, I mean, if you were to pay retail value, I would venture to say it's got to be close to 20 yards of fabric. I would say it's close to 20 yards of fabric, at least. And it's right up your alley with all those fall colors, Phyllis. S142 is at $27. They just went right over you, Phyllis. Okay, then I have one bag of scraps, and that's it. So starting at $2, S137. Sometimes I wonder myself how this stuff gets priced. Okay, all kinds of random scraps. Although this looks like a pretty big piece. Paisley's, a fun little paisley. But you've got all kinds of scraps. It'd be fun to do scrappy tapes. If you do applique, it would be great for that. Here's kind of it's a cotton, but it looks kind of like a burlap. Here's some pieced blocks. Gosh, we had this fabric for a while. I love that one. Oh, wait, there's a block in here. What kind of treasure are you getting? Well, I think they weren't very successful with this block. So you might have to. That's so random. Look at the center. It's like it was taken apart right here. Well, you're going to have to, if you want to put it back together, I would just cut it down the center, sew it back together, and then applique something on it. But it's lots of weird angles. That's very interesting. Okay, anyhow. So you've got a block. You've got some strips already sewn together. Some fun stuff you could do here with it. So scraps, S137 is $2. 137 is $2. S137 is $2. 142 is at $30. 137 is at $3. 137 is at $3 for the scraps. 142 is at $30. Okay, while you guys are duking that out, I do have a freebie. Anybody who wants this? Anybody who wants this? It's like a placemat, but I'm pretty sure it was from the Debbie Mum book. And if I remember correctly, it had a head here and it was two angels flying. I don't know if you guys remember the Debbie Mum book way back in the day, but I'm almost positive. You just have to add a head and then it's two angels flying. But it's a placemat or a centerpiece, whatever you want it to be. Free to whoever wants it. Just put in free table topper. And then we have a, this is a tablecloth, but it's like for a ginormous oblong. We always get the craziest stuff here, but it's a ginormous oblong tablecloth in like a dusty rose color. Free to whoever wants it. Just type in tablecloth. All right, Connie, we'll see you later. Okay, Jenny Duarte, and then the tablecloth there. Jenny Duarte, Mary Menz. Okay, Jenny and Mary. Let me find a pen. You can never find a pen in this joint when you need one. I know Kathleen gave me 1 billion of them. Okay. Roger says I've gone late and he's got a football game to get to. Okay, so we want to thank you guys all for sharing. if you would share this video with your friends. If you put on, if you go down to the bottom and you hit share, it's going to ask you if you want to share it to your friends or if you want to share it publicly or who you want to share it to. Make sure you hit public. That way it will show us that you shared so we can put you into a drawing for later. Okay, that's all we have. We will see you guys. You can't give the tablecloth away, Jenny. Mary already won it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Take care. Go get some sewing done. For real. Go sew. Go sew. Go sew.